Hello everyone and welcome back to Smokin, Drinkin, and Chillin, my YouTube review series where I drink obscure and sometimes regular sodas, cook and review barbecue meats, and talk about generally interesting things. Today is the fourth episode in the Drinkin series, but notably it's the first one that I've recorded since the first three, or the first one that I published since the first three. I recorded all those in the same day as I've mentioned before, just to get a little bank of videos before I started uploading. But today's the first one that I'm recording since the channel has gone live, which is very exciting. So I plan to answer some viewer questions, comments, and things of that nature. But before that, the main show is the star of today's video, which is, as you could tell from the thumbnail and the title, Pepsi. There's good old regular Pepsi. You know it, you love it. This is not an obscure soda like Big Red and Stalinade. It is obviously very popular, like the Coca-Cola. So I mentioned in the first video that I'm gonna review some of the more popular ones to give you a baseline of what I think about some of their spin-offs. So this might give you a hint as to what I might be reviewing a little bit later on. So guess in the comments or email me and guess what the Pepsi spin-off that I'm gonna be doing later on will be. So to jump right in, you know it, you love it. Pepsi just got this, from your run-of-the-mill convenience store. It's a 20-ounce bottle, 250 calories per bottle. And I'll start with the nutritional facts. So from 20 ounces, 0 grams of fat, 55 milligrams of sodium, which is 2% of your daily value. I think that's about standard. Not a low-sodium soda like the Big Red. 69 total carbs, which is 25% of your daily value. All of those are added sugars, which is 138%. 69, I think, is actually relatively... I got to keep a list of this somewhere so I can track like how much is standard, because I think 69 is lower than Coke, but I don't remember. But if it is, that's pretty shocking because I think Pepsi's known to be sweeter than Coke. And 0 grams of protein, of course. Ingredients, what you'd expect: carbonated water, our best friend high fructose corn syrup, caramel color, more sugar on top of that. Wow. That is different from Coke, definitely. Phosphoric acid, caffeine, citric acid, natural flavored. That's it. Bottled on the authority of PepsiCo. 63 milligrams of caffeine per 20 fluid ounces, so just over 3 milligrams per fluid ounce, which I think is actually also on the lower side, maybe. Might be making all this up. I need to get my facts straight. So yeah, I'll give it a try in a second. Something I'll note is I'm going to create the spreadsheet that I mentioned, I think, in the first video, for you to get a comparison of what I think about the other sodas, so you can, compare how I rate Pepsi to Coke and Stalinade and Big Red and whatever else. So that'll be linked in the description below. Check it out. So without further ado, I'll give it a try. And smells like Pepsi. Some people can't tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi. I can. One ridiculous kid that I met couldn't tell the difference between any brown sodas. Weird, like even root beer and Coke. But smells like Pepsi, smells different than Coke. I might do a blind taste test for one of the videos later on, who knows, where I compare Coke, Pepsi, Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, the 0 sugar variants, who knows. Anyway, I'll give it a try and let you know what I think. Yep, tastes like Pepsi. Similar to Coke, I've come in with a rating in mind already, which is a 9 out of 10. I don't want to get into the is Coke better or is Pepsi better squabbles. People say Coke is better, but the whole Pepsi challenge campaign back in the 80s or 90s or whatever would actually beg to differ. I mean, it's good. It's what you'd expect. If you've never had Pepsi, I don't know what you're doing. It's been around forever. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for Pepsi. All right, what I'm going to do before I let everybody go today is I'm going to answer some viewer questions, comments, and emails. First of all, thank you all very much for watching. The reception has been outstanding. It's more than I could have hoped for, and hopefully the channel continues to grow as I continue to upload more and more. And I really appreciate you all liking, subscribing, leaving comments, and the few of you who sent emails in. I very much appreciate it, so thank you a lot. I'm not sure if I should read out the names or not. I don't think so. I might read out one person's name because they left a really good question. But other than that, I'll keep you all anonymous. It's not like these are difficult things to find. You can look in the comments section. The first comment I got, I think, is a very good point that I had overlooked. This is on the first episode, the Coca-Cola episode. This person commented, "This review means nothing without a baseline review of what you think about water. Excellent point. Water gets a 10 out of 10. That's the baseline for water. Water is the perfect beverage. You can't top it. It's what Mother Nature gave to us. Can't live without it. Everything is worse than water. So water is a 10 out of 10. Thank you very much for pointing out that hole in my my rankings, especially since I said I wanted to create a baseline ranking. So thanks a lot. Second comment comes from somebody who very nicely commented on the Big Red video. My grandkids love this video. Glad to see that we have people of old age watching here, and really appreciate it. Thank you for showing it to your grandkids. I've noticed that your grandkids haven't subscribed though, so please have them do that. All right. The next question / email that I'm going to address concerns a request I've gotten. This was actually the first couple requests I got. One person wanted me to do LaCroix series and compare LaCroix. Another person commented asking me on the Coca-Cola video to review Topo Chico Lime. Now, I'll go into a little bit of a story here, but the answer, short and sweet, is no, I will not do that. And the reason why is that those are sparkling waters. And I say at the beginning that this is a channel for where I review sodas. The distinction may not seem to matter a whole lot to you folks at home, but to me it matters a whole bunch. In 2020, my New Year's resolution was to not drink soda for a year because, as you can tell, I drink a lot. So my goal was no soda for a year, for the entire year of 2020. Now, this was a little bit tricky, with the Super Bowl, the NFL playoffs. Pepsi's the official soft drink of the NFL, so, I couldn't have Pepsi during the Super Bowl like I wanted to. But more importantly than that, the COVID pandemic, everybody was locked up at home. People were relying on their old, crutches, their guilty pleasures, since they weren't going outside. Nobody could see them. I couldn't have soda for a year. And sparkling water got me through that. I held very firm to the no soda rule. It wasn't, even when I went on planes, they couldn't have ginger ale, and that's kind of like on the lower tail of sodas. Flavored sparkling waters count because those are 0 calorie, 0 sugar things. So sparkling waters are not sodas, basically what I'm saying. And if I drink sparkling waters and I review them on this channel, that opens the floodgate to any sort of carbonated beverage like kombucha or whatever other nonsense you guys are going to want me to review. So it's a great idea to review sparkling waters and compare them to each other. It's something that I have in mind. It's something that I do subconsciously when I review my sparkling waters, but in my head, like when I drink them on my own. But no way am I gonna review sparkling waters on this channel. So to reiterate, Joe, let them know what I review on this channel and what I review on this channel only when it comes to beverages. Soda! So that's my answer to sparkling water suggestions, but thank you for suggesting at least something. The next comment I got came on the Big Red video. This person asks, is there cocaine in Big Red too? In reference to the fact that I gave Coca-Cola a 9 out of 10, even though I said, made a comment that doesn't have the cocaine in it. The answer to that question is no, there is no cocaine in Big Red. And if there was cocaine in Big Red, I presume that it'd be a little bit better selling and maybe would taste better. I don't know. And the last comment I think I'll read today comes from also the Big Red video, where somebody, I don't know if I should read their name or not, but this is my favorite. This is, I think, a good comment. It's in the spirit of what I want on this channel. They commented, Big Red is popular in Louisville, Kentucky. I presume this person's from Kentucky or somewhere near there. Louisville, probably. They said, I don't know why it's not fizzy. That's weird. This is in reference to the fact that the Big Red soda was not fizzy when I drank it. Perhaps maybe I just got a defective, bottle. And in response to this comment, I guess if I see Big Red laying around one time, I'll take the financial loss of buying another can or bottle, and also the, emotional and psychological trauma of having to drink that stuff again. Terrible. And see if it's fizzy or not. But I guess people in Kentucky like Big Red. Can't say that I do, but, to each their own, I suppose. There's also a suggestion at the end telling me to try Ale 8. Ale 8, as far as I can tell, is a regional soda in Kentucky and kind of that region. I don't know what you'd call it. It's the South kind of, but it's like the Mid-South. I should know this because I like geography. That's a great suggestion, and thank you for suggesting it. Ale 8 is exactly the kind of soda I want to review on this channel. Unfortunately, I don't find myself in Kentucky too often or in the surrounding areas. And basically, there's nowhere around me that I can get it. If I do end up in a spot where I see Ale 8, I will definitely buy it, and I'll definitely try it out. Because that's the kind of obscure regional soda that I'm trying to do on this channel, you know what I mean? So, yeah, those are the comments that I'll go through and have answered today. Thank everybody for commenting and sending in email suggestions. Continue to do so. Drop me a line at contactsdc@gmail.com, contactsdcreviews@gmail.com. That'll be written out in the description below. Email me if you have any questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, any other ideas, feedback. Leave it in the comment section below. Continue to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys get, notified when I publish instead of me having to text it to all of you. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching this 4th episode of the Drinkin series. And potentially this was also the first episode in the Chillin series, although probably not. But I have exciting things ahead, and really thank you all very, very much for watching these first 3 episodes, and hopefully this 4th episode as well. Have an excellent rest of your day.